Welcome everyone to Tea Time with Terry. And I'll introduce my special sidekick, Terry. Ray, how are ya?
I'm good. It's exciting, all these people who are going to look at art.
I know. It's
Who make art so that we can look at it.
Make art, look at art, whatever we need to do. So more people are coming.
Wow.
Quick, while I still remember it, and Agam won't yell at me, all these recordings are on YouTube. Just search the UCR Palm Desert YouTube website on YouTube. And so then you can see all of our past recordings that are there. This one, give us about a week to get it up and formatted if you want to see this one, but we can see the old ones on there. So make sure I put that plug in. And then all of the art that we'll be discussing today and in 2 weeks is on the website. That's really a ridiculous name. So just go to the invitation and it has the link for that. The Terry with 5 R's, 1 at Wix at tea time, blah, blah, blah.
Got it.
Yeah, you know exactly where to go. And also, if you see any of the art that you want to buy, just contact the artist directly. All the art has the contact information at the bottom of the slide. So that kind of is the little preamble. We'll be looking at desert art today, entitled The Light, Why Artists Live in the Desert.
Wow.
And then we will also be looking at some public art that we can all safely go to during these COVID times, that we can drive around the valley and see different things. So we'll have a few guest speakers. There's some surprises today.
Wow.
So, okay, good. Marconi, you finally made it in. Okay, he's one of our guest speakers. I was just worried. Okay, so we will get to the art. Let's see how I can do this. Again, there to there. There we go.
Things are happening.
Yeah, we can make it work.
Look at that.
I know, logos and everything. Come on, there we go.
Oh, here we are.
Here we are. Yes, we're going anti-alphabetically today so that those of us at the end of the alphabet can be featured ahead of time. So,
Wow.
So Veronique Branger's desert stained glass piece.
That is lovely.
Which is not stained glass at all, but is acrylic. But yes, it is. She uses the outline to create that stained glass effect and the great color.
Yeah, the colors look stained glass.
Yep. And again, featuring the light. So we got the nice bright yellows up at the top going through. Then we have desert rain. So
pretty
great.
colors as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Veronique's great for color and stuff. I'm going to apologize. We're moving fairly quickly today because we actually had a lot of entries. And then for those of you that sent in multiple entries, I've split up some. So some are this week, some are going to be in 2 weeks. So don't be surprised if you don't see all your pieces. So continuing on, Valerie's Mojave Maelstrom.
What is a maelstrom? Do you know, what is that?
I'll say storm of some sort.
Like a windstorm?
I'm gonna say so. Kind of like a haboob.
Oh, it's really pretty.
Yeah.
It's a swirly storm. There's a lot of swirly.
Very swirly storm.
Mm-hmm.
And textural.
Oh, wow.
Yes. The desert is serene to Miss Ulrika. Ushi, are you here?
Yes, I am.
There you are.
Ah, I like
Well,
it. I like this.
thank you. I had a cute little story. I had a lady that really liked the painting, and now she wants that in commission without the one cactus, because supposedly that cactus only lives in Arizona and not in our desert. So I'm like, really, people?
Oh.
Wow.
But anyway, thank you.
Nice.
I like, I like my colors.
Yes, you do.
It's
Yeah.
really pretty. Look at that.
Well, it's a photo of the golf course at dawn.
And the snow-capped mountains.
Yep, that happens here. Have you been through a winter here yet, Terry?
I have. I
Oh.
see it way far away, that snow.
Yeah.
I don't feel it.
It's better that way, trust me. I grew up in Minnesota, so.
Yeah.
But what's nice is we're going to go through 3 stages of daytime. And so we've got
Dawn.
the sun-drenched valley.
Wow. Somebody was up high.
Yes. Or a drone was or something.
Oh.
Tim, are you here? Was this a drone or was this you? Tim's not here.
It seems so far from civilization to be a drone, but
I know, it's he could be in a helicopter or a plane or balloon. He could be in a balloon.
it could have wings. Oh, I like this.
And then evening.
Joshua tree, right?
Yep, exactly. So,
Dr. Seuss trees.
yep, exactly, from the Lorax.
Yeah.
Oh, which brings us to our first guest today,
Oh,
Dan Spencer. Welcome, Dan.
Hello.
So this is the Peace Labyrinth in Rancho Mirage that Dan designed.
wow. Is that in cement?
It is.
Dan, tell us about it.
Well, this is a labyrinth that is based on the Chartres Cathedral Labyrinth over in France. And this has been a meditation labyrinth over the centuries in different parts of the world. And the Unitarian Universalist Church of the Desert in Rancho Mirage worked on this project for many years. Leslie Gebhardt was the visionary person behind it, and we located it on the grounds there, right across from the Rancho Mirage dog park. Thank you, dog park. So
Yeah.
it's 1 block south of Dinah Shore, and it is right on Key Largo there. So it's just not too far from Costco. And
Right, exactly.
We all know where that
What
is.
store is it near? It's right before Joanne's Fabrics.
so
Yeah,
it,
is it designed to be walked? Are you supposed to walk it?
correct, you are. So it's a meditation labyrinth, and there are areas to sit around the labyrinth, as well as an adjacent little shaded area that also is adjacent to a limestone peace pole, which has in 7 different languages around it, peace will prevail on earth. So it's kind of a wonderful collection of things to explore, and many times of day and different seasons, it all kind of exhibit itself differently. And people have actually had weddings on the labyrinth, and it's very easy to get to and accessible. So that was one of the design efforts in order to make sure that everyone could easily get to it.
How big is it?
It's a 50-foot diameter, and the concrete slab is 60 feet, and then has a portion around it where you can sit.
Wow.
So it was installed in 2018, and it was after many, many years of effort and work to bring it to fruition. So it's been a great thing for the community, and I hope people get a chance to take a break and get outside and do a walk. Bring your sun hat and your bottle of water and meditate. And it's a very fascinating process. There's only one way in and one way out. And so if you've experienced that kind of meditative walk, it's a really dynamic experience. And you think you go in with one question and you come out with an answer to another question sometimes. So it's a really wonderful meditative process.
Very cool.
And so just to repeat, it's located just not far south of, a block south of Dinah Shore and on Key Largo there. So.
Are there signs of any kind?
Yes, so there are signs, and there are signs carved into boulders that are right there at the entrance. There's two entrances to the church parking lot, and this is near the east, right across from the dog park there.
Okay.
Yeah, on Dinah Shore, there are signs for both the dog park and the Universalist Church. So you'll see those, and then just take the quick right into the park, into the street there.
You get a hot dog and soda at Costco and then walk that maze, walk it
Right,
off.
exactly.
Correct. Have your lunch, or there's lots of little critters that you get to see, and there's also space for people to sit and journal, or however you want to use that area of the property.
Are there any minotaurs? Any monsters that we have to fight on our way through?
No.
They're all in your head, Terry. Fight those.
Exactly.
I keep working on that. So, does anybody have any questions for Dan and the Labyrinth, the Peace Labyrinth?
And I do. I didn't hear if you mentioned it. Who sponsored it? How did it come about?
So it evolved out of a vision of Leslie Gebhardt, and she raised money during 2000 to 2010 and 2015 even. And then we got a team together at the church, Unitarian Universalist Church, and they continued to do marketing and communication and raise a lot of money to make it happen. So it came out of that kind of community effort. And one of the things that I thought was a fascinating way of doing it, of raising some funds, was Leslie early on decided at some point to have her clients give money to the fund rather than pay her. And so I think for those of us that are creative about how we do things in the community, that's one of the things we get to try to figure out how to do. And so different ways of raising money, whether you sell products or whether you are out there selling cookies, you know. So a lot of effort to make that happen.
Well, thank you, Dan.
You bet. And if anyone has any other questions that they think of, please feel free to drop me a note.
Okay.
Detail.
Congratulations, it's beautiful.
This looks like a Terry Hastings piece to me. I don't know why.
I don't know what gave it away, but dealing with the light and desert and getting up so damn early in the morning just to get this light.
I remember when I modeled for that. That was early. Yeah.
Exactly.
Very early. Yeah.
So.
No, it's lovely, Terry. It's really great.
Thank you. Thank you.
What is the is that dirt down there? The orange color? What is that?
That's Photoshop.
Oh, okay.
It's poppies. Poppies.
Poppies.
Poppies. That would be like lots of houses of Palm Springs.
Oh, okay.
This is up the what would this be? The just central lichen trail, just behind Spencer's and the tennis club.
Okay.
So if you take Ramon straight into the mountain and then climb up, and you take not the heavy hiking trail, but the side view, that's where this is. So.
Beautiful.
And then another early sunrise photo. This is north of town, out by the cove, or where you rent the 4-wheels in the sand.
Oh yeah.
So, and yes, you saw that right. The price is $20. I'm doing a special $20 special, a very special on my website.
Squared or special cubed?
Well, no, for the photos, if you wanted to buy them and stuff like that. So, and then moving on to Mr. Baumbach's fans.
Wow.
So, Stephen has a client right now he's talking to, but this is from his, what he calls the Steel Magnolia series. So these are actual multiple photos of the windmills, then laid on.
Oh, that's what that is?
Yep.
Oh, wow.
So he just, set up the camera, the tripod, multiple photos, and then just laid them on top of each other.
That's really clever.
Mm-hmm. He gets bored.
They look like dandelions, like you could blow when you blow the seeds away.
Yep. So,
Oh, sorry to be late. But I made it, thank you.
okay, you're welcome. Faceless voice in the darkness. I can't see you right now. So, and then Shredders by Stephen. And just contact Stephen. I mean, it depends how large you want it printed. Nice thing about being a photographer, we're easy to work with, or just easy, one of the two.
Or both.
Yeah. So, speaking of photos, here's Robert's Basil Fields.
Basil like Rathbone? Not
Yes,
basil?
exactly.
Okay.
Yeah, Basil Rathbone owned these fields, so that's why. So.
Basil Rath. There's an old joke. Basil Rath. Basil Rath. I'm sorry, the bone got caught in my throat.
And on that note, here we've got from summer to winter. So.
That was quick.
Yeah, I know. That happens around here.
Winter's touch. That's neat.
So. And then Miguel's Windows view. Hey, Miguel.
Hello.
How are you?
Very good, thank you.
So what inspired you to paint a window?
Paint in a window. I found it and I wanted to rescue it. A piece of history from the movie Colony.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
So I painted in the glass, and then to protect the glass, I pour resin over it.
Gotcha.
I paint in dots.
So you just,
Yeah.
Dots.
oh, those are all dots? You made the entire thing with dots?
Yep.
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow.
Getting close, and yeah.
Wow.
And actually, to see more dots,
Oh.
really dotty.
Oh.
Is that textured?
No.
That's just each paint of dot.
But it's flat. They're not raised.
Dot is raised a little bit because there's accumulation of paint when you paint one dot at a time with a stylus.
A lot of dots.
You have good eyesight.
Beautiful.
He has
I
a
was
lot.
going to ask a question about the glass one. Do you shine light through it? Does it make it different if you shine light through that?
No, it doesn't go through.
Okay.
Miguel, that second one, how long did it take you to finish that? That one right there.
Like 3 days.
Only 3 days?
Yeah.
Did you work like 24 hours the entire time?
Oh, almost, because painting in dots for me on a wood surface is like the paints, the sand paints that the Buddhist monks do. So I put a lot of concentration into setting each dot as if I was setting a stone, a
Wow.
precious stone.
Miguel, how do you make the dots? You don't use a brush. Do you use a brush to do that?
I use a stylus.
That's a piece of wood?
No, it's a metal rod
Oh, okay.
Oh, like a pen.
with a pointy ball at the end. And I pour like a little bit of paint in a seashell, and I pick up from there.
Huh.
And then you created this for a mural. Where is this, or is this intended to go, Miguel?
It's intended to go somewhere. I wish it was in downtown,
Mm-hmm.
but it's there for do it eventually, I hope.
Right. Create it and put it out into the world.
Beautiful.
Mm-hmm. Good.
Okay, Miguel, very, very impressive. This is just wonderful here. Yes.
Thank you.
So we're going to look at your palm trees in 2 weeks. I'm saving those for everybody. So,
All right.
okay. Here we have Marty's piece. Desert Light. Marty, come on and tell us.
Okay, so I figured everybody's going to be doing daylight and lots of things like that, and also very representational, which we're seeing. So this is more the desert at night and all the lights and the colors and the shapes. And I work always with a lot of pattern and collage. So this is mixed media in that genre.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
This is a small piece for you.
24.
Yeah. Well, usually I normally see your bigger pieces. So.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it's great. It's really nice.
Oh, well, thank you. So it's got all the colors that I think about the desert with, the oranges and the pinks and the blues and
Yep.
some light. At the same time, it has some dark elements in it, as you can see. And some shapes that look sort of abstract, rocks and things like this too. And even some flower collage in there a little bit.
Mm-hmm. It almost looks like wallpaper, that little flower collage.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Well,
Thank you, Marty.
Thank you.
Linda. Linda, are you here? We've got Desert Ironwood.
That's a very pretty piece.
Yes.
Like
Delicate.
the colors. Ink and watercolor, okay.
Yeah. So she can get those fine lines of the branches.
Ah, and then
And
the
scratch
watercolor.
out the rocks and stuff below it. Nice.
Ah,
And then more of Linda's, all the colors of the rainbow.
oh, really pretty.
Yep. Yeah, because she uses the pen just to get that extra texture and the fine detail. Nice.
She doesn't need a coloring book, she does it herself.
She does it, yes. Yeah, she doesn't have to paint by numbers. She does it. And let's welcome our next special guest, Marconi.
Ah,
Can you all see me?
Great.
Yeah,
Can you hear me, guys?
we can hear you. Yep.
All right.
So Marconi, tell us about the public benches in Palm Springs.
Well, they had a call for artists, you know, because what's his name? Tyson started this last year. He had 12 benches that he's kind of like started in downtown, and then they asked for other artists. And
Right, these are-
luckily I'm happy to actually share my art in public. Yeah. So that's Tyson's.
Yeah,
Yes.
this is Tyson.
So he started that last year. Yeah. And now they're coming up with another set of artists. I think they have 10 again. And they're going to paint more benches in downtown. So yeah. So the title of my bench there is the Roadrunner. As you can see, the orange there is the Roadrunner. And I have two more on the side. Yep. Yep.
I can't wait to sit on your arts. It's so nice.
Oh, honey, I thought on my lap. I'm just kidding.
Well, you're sitting there when I get there.
Yes. So that's exciting. So I'm happy to be part of this project. It's really wonderful.
That's a beautiful bench, really.
Mhm.
Thank you.
I like how you snuck in the turbines there like that too.
Right. Yes. And the palm trees as well. So
Where is yours located, Marconi?
mine is on Amado and Palm Canyon. It's right next to La Bonitas. And right across Bongo Johnny's, where I also have my mural inside Bongo Johnny's. Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
Nice.
Thank you. Thanks for
Absolutely.
having me.
So these benches are up and down Palm Canyon right now?
Palm Canyon, and yes, and
Okay.
the other artists are Ernesto Ramirez. So much more beautiful
Mhm.
benches out there now. So
Paint it
yeah.
in a studio and then take it
Exciting.
there, or did you paint it in place?
No, painted on street.
On the street, yeah. Oh God, no. Okay, the story behind it.
So
He froze. He got cold.
he's been, yeah, I've been seeing him slip in and out all day, so he must have issues with that, but we'll come back to Marconi, but go downtown Palm Springs.
And sit on him.
On
It's
Palm
great.
Canyon and check out all the benches. So we're gonna move on to Linda Brisken's photos. Linda, are you here?
I am indeed.
Yes, you are. I thought I saw you come in.
Ah.
So tell us about your work.
So these were, I think everyone who is in Palm Springs or comes to Palm Springs wants to take pictures of the windmills. So of course, over the years, I've taken millions. But this was one day coming down 29 Palms Highway, and there was this extraordinary light.
The light is crazy.
You know, I think the light was filled with sand. It was blowing, and the sun was coming through it. So it was really, you know, it was just a moment of capturing the light, which, yeah, it was a beautiful day with the light.
Mm-hmm.
Ah.
Nice.
And so then I was doing a series of others from different directions. Of course, you don't get the sun through it, but I was really, the sort of geometry of the windmills is so beautiful. I was quite struck with, I don't remember his name, the person who did double exposures of them,
Mm-hmm.
you know, and created a really different look.
Right.
But I did enjoy the sort of line of the mountain behind. And I don't know if you're going to put the other one up, but it's actually a diptych. So these, the line of the mountain on these join up if you saw them together. So create a diptych.
I like that you have the power lines in there as well, because they're all related. The generating the electricity and then carrying it with the other ones.
Mm-hmm.
This here is taken coming down from Whitewater. And again, it was this extraordinary light and combination. And this series is called Steel Trees because it's sort of, the trees are both part of the environment and also an imposition on the environment. And this was just an extraordinary moment for the light with getting the color on the mountain and the white clouds.
Beautiful.
Yes. Nice. Thank you, Linda.
Ah.
Desert Vista from a Screen Door. Lori, are you here? Maybe? No. These are great. So Lori does a lot of kind of clothing texture, textile work. And so this is an actual screen that she has it on, And then she cuts out all those fabric pieces and puts it on the screen door.
What? Okay,
Yeah.
so let me get this. There's a screen from a screen door, and then this, underneath it, this isn't painted, this is all fabric?
Correct. Yes, this is all fabric.
Wow.
Yep. So, and then, yeah, and
So where is the screen of this?
the actual base of
Oh.
this.
The base. So the base, and then there's a cloth on top, and then painted.
Correct. Yeah. So you can actually see through, like, just like the center where the tree is. That's just the mesh of the screen itself.
Wow.
And it's a full kimono. I mean, she's got sleeves. You could wear it if you,
You can
want.
wear it.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah. So
Wow, so she's sewing her art.
I think so. I'm not sure. I'm not sure how it's applied.
Okay.
But she does do, well, she's done the pieces before where she slices the canvas and then sews it back together, if you remember those.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that's her. That's Lori.
Okay.
So, yep.
Oh, look at that.
And Kai, I know you're here. I saw you in. Tell us about your photo, Kai. Turn on your microphone. I know you were here. Maybe she isn't. So, but this is great. I mean, with the great morning light here, catching that.
With the flower in focus and the mountain.
Yep, exactly.
Yeah, I love it.
Just real soft light. That's gorgeous. And then she does this much harsher light piece, the cacti chiaroscuro.
Huh.
So.
Makes it look really pretty.
Yeah.
Very whimsical.
Mm-hmm. And who made these, Kevin?
Yeah, I don't know. These are clay.
How do you make these? Let's just go with how do you make these?
Yeah, what is it? Is it it's ceramic? Okay.
It's clay, yeah. They're coil built. The coils they're pretty big actually. You know, anywhere between 17 and 20 inches round.
Wow.
I coil build them with a coil about the size of my
No, I
thumb.
was here. I unmuted, but
It's super labor intensive, but a lot of fun. And then what I do is I fire them.
Can you explain that to me? You said coil. You quill them or coil them?
A coil, a little round snake, you know, a coil. And
I know it's not muted.
And then I just build the form, and then once it's dry, it's fired. And then I smash them and paint the shards. I make up my own glazes. The reason I entered these, of course, here or shared them with everybody was because the light is so extraordinary here. I was in Berkeley for 35 years, and I've been working as an artist for a long, long time, and everything was subtle and quiet, all my colors, and sort of burst into color down here in the desert. And I'm having a great time with these colors, and then I paint them, I fire them, and then I glue them all back together. So it's a long process, but really fun because I don't necessarily know what you're going to get. You know, I mean, there's not a lot of information ahead of time because.
So you paint the pieces not knowing how they're going to fit back together.
Exactly.
Ah.
Exactly.
So you fire them individually, and then you put them back together. That's very difficult because you have to measure all that shrinkage and everything. My goodness.
Well, once they're fired, then there's no shrinkage. I fire them first, and then I smash them. And then, and to your point though, it is a challenge it takes about one day or a little over a day, a complete day, just to glue them back together once they're done, because it's a puzzle, and I glue them with an epoxy that takes at least 5 to 8 minutes to glue, and you have to hold them every time. So it's a meditation to sit there and hold each piece until it's dry enough to go on to the next piece. And
How do you smash them
It's
so
like
you don't have tiny, tiny crumbly pieces?
Sometimes I don't pay attention to them, and I just fill in the cracks, or sometimes I leave the cracks and there's little cracks that show through. So Just depends, yeah.
So
And that
you,
was that's by my pool in the backyard.
so when you fire them with the form inside,
I'm sorry?
you fire them with the form inside. So you make a form and then you put the clay around it and you fire it with the form.
No, I hand build them into that shape. So
it's a coil, but there's no form inside.
no, I make the form with with these little round coils. I just keep building it up until it turns into this shape, you know.
Smooth.
But
Great technique, my goodness.
yeah, but it's fun.
So unique.
Good.
Thank you. Thank you.
And we have Kathleen Scoggins' Palms in the Sun, a veritable fireworks on display.
A lot of rich purple going on and orange.
Yeah.
Like it.
Great color.
Oh.
That's whitewater. People love to be out in whitewater there. That's been a popular spot.
That's beautiful.
Have you gone out trout fishing out there, Terry?
You know what? My trout fishing skills are rusty.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm. Like, when you've never been, how rusty is that?
That's pretty rusty. Well, they actually have a trout pond, so you could just go catch them with your hands if you wanted to.
Sadly, they have drained the ponds.
Oh no!
What?
Yeah.
That's got to be terrible for the trout.
Yeah, you should see them flopping around.
Right, exactly.
Like, I am thirsty. Help.
Sorry, Mary, I gotta go. Company has come. Sorry to miss you. And
Okay.
maybe once again. Thank you.
Okay, we'll see you soon, Joan.
Take care.
And
Joaquito. That's pretty. I like how everybody has their own colors for their mountains. And
right.
Everybody's got their own color there. I love it.
Exactly. Oh, Joan, come back.
Oh, she just left.
She just left.
For those who are not aware, Zabriskie Point is in Death Valley. I was just there 2 years ago.
Oh, okay. Well, then she's fired. That doesn't count. It's still gorgeous. It's still
it is. And it's desert.
Yes. I thought maybe it was at the top of like Box Canyon or something like that, but. And then, where's Fonts Point then, Mark?
That one I did not see, but it looks like it would be Death Valley as well.
Okay.
Fonts Point is near Borrego Springs.
Oh, okay.
It's over in the Badlands.
Gotcha.
Near Borrego.
Is there Borrego font?
Fonts Point.
There should be a Borrego font. Make a font with that on there.
Right. Well, and then speaking of, Borrego Springs would be a great COVID-friendly drive to go see all those the monsters, those steel monsters made out of there.
The Jose Berce, the sculptures.
Yeah, the sculptures. Yeah, they're really incredible, Terry. You need to get up there.
I don't know that place. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you haven't seen them, it's totally worth the drive to go see them. There's like 40 or 50 of them out there.
What?
And
Yeah,
then a couple stories tall.
Right. Yeah, they're big.
I need to do this.
Yeah, there's a land dragon and a scorpion, and yeah, I created some just some pieces. We'll just call them pieces, collages with multiple pieces of his work, and you have to drive just all over. They're scattered about the countryside.
Do you see them from the car?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep, and then you pull off and then
You can look up the map. There's a map you can print out.
Yeah, that's the fun trip. It's about an hour and a half drive from here, I would say.
Get there one way.
Yeah.
There's also a labyrinth up there in Borrego Springs at one of the churches to walk. It's actually got a wonderful stone path way that it's designed. So it's a good thing to do up there as well.
Oh, nice.
Wow.
Our labyrinth expert. Did you had to go do research?
Oh yes, we walked many labyrinths in Southern California.
Nice. Moving on to Elaine's photograph, the Y of the desert. Elaine, are you here? Maybe. We'll see.
Well, I want to ask her why.
Why? I know, you just want to ask her why.
But it's cool. What is this?
Cabot's Pueblo. This is the Cabot's Museum up in Desert Hot Springs, another fun thing to do.
Never heard of it either.
No, well, I'm not sure if it's that COVID friendly because most of it's inside, but you could go up there and see a lot of it.
What kind of things they have there?
Well, Mr. Cabot built one room. He started a store, like a general mercantile store, way back when. And you stopped and picked up supplies on your way through, to West Covina or something. And then he slowly just kept adding rooms on, and it just grew, and you have to go out there and see it for yourself.
Right.
Because that's all I remember of the tour.
Okay, I got to make a list.
Yeah.
He also dug down into the ground at the turn of the century and found the hot springs up there. So.
He's the one. So, there we go. Yes, and so these are the walls of Coachella. So again, way out the other side of the valley. The Coachella walls, they've done a whole series of murals that have been created. So
that's neat.
And there are many different themes and many different styles of walls out there. So look up the walls of Coachella. They've been written about in practically every publication, and they had a big feature in the last Desert X. So that'll be a lovely little day drive for you. Connie Zane's Palm Preserve.
That looks tranquil.
Yes. And Midnight at the Oasis.
Put your camels to rest.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sing your camel to sleep, I think. Something about a camel.
Camel something.
Yeah. And then Chris Hauser's Oak Keep. Chris, I saw that you're here.
Oh, there she is. Yeah.
Yes,
where is this?
It's in the New Mexico desert.
Oh, okay.
In Taos, near Taos.
What's the building? Is it a home?
It's the San Francisco de Assis church, tiny little church outside of Taos, and it was one of Georgia O'Keeffe's favorite structures to paint because it has so many shapes in the structure, and then the structure creates such interesting shadows.
Neat.
Yeah, you can definitely see that.
Huh.
Nice.
I grew up just north of Taos, and there are two valleys there that are just like this valley here, only higher, a lot higher.
Yeah. This is beautiful.
How did you create this?
This is solarization or infrared. So I took the negative and flipped it so that the lights are dark and the darks are light. So everywhere you see black smudge and black pebbling, that was light. That was white. So the light in the negative has been flipped and then colorized.
Okay.
So then you went back in and filled in the color?
Yeah.
On computer or by hand?
Mostly computer.
It looks really cool.
And here's a fun piece. How'd you make this one?
Totally different style.
The cactus is a photograph collaged onto the canvas, and then I painted completely over the photo so that the whole thing would be in acrylic, but the basis of that cactus is a photograph. I wanted to get the shading just right.
Right.
That's beautiful.
Yeah, that's a lot of green. Lots of different green.
A lot of shades of green.
Yeah.
Nice. Nice.
Very cool.
Thank you.
We'll have more of yours next week, or in 2 weeks, Chris.
Thank you. Okay.
And then Miss Diane. I saw you again.
That's in La Quinta.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know where we have telephone poles anymore, but that's nice to have some.
Yep.
Love that sun.
Yes. Yeah, the ones I chose for us today are all sun-based. You like those?
Yeah, look at this. This is a neat one too.
It's Miles, right at Miles.
Right there.
Mm-hmm. And then an evening shot.
From my backyard.
Oh, okay, that's easy.
That's from your backyard? Nice.
Well, I got rid of the other condos in the pool.
Oh, we should do that in real life. Yeah.
Your brush is very eloquent.
So, nice, nice. There we go. Okay.
Oh, wow.
Terry, I wanted to tell you, I finally got us a sponsor.
What?
Yeah.
What does it mean? Lipton?
Let me see if I can get it to work. We got a sponsor.
Oh.
Nosy cake by nosy cake. Everyone loves nosy cake. There is no doubt about it. It's number one. How can you live without it? Yes, everyone loves nosy cake. So try it and you'll see. The only cake you'll never make is nosy cake. The only cake you'll never make is nosy cake.
Homemakers of the world, are you still making cake the old-fashioned way? Baking is then, nosy cake is now. It's instant cake in a can. And don't you deserve a cake today? I think I'll have a nosy cake. Perfect every time.
The only cake you'll never bake is nosy cake. The only cake you'll never
That Terry.
Wait.
Available in 55 fabulous flavors, including raspberry, rhapsody, and blueberry lemon.
There. I was hoping this is the one where you got it in the face.
Oh, is that Rick Astley?
That's I'm nosy, and that's Terry with that gets the nosy cake in the face.
Right. This is only 25 years ago.
It plays better than that normally. It's a little with the play, but...
Yeah, that was a lovely little clown TV that we created.
Terry wrote all this music. Do you guys know what a prolific songwriter he is? He's written a lot of songs that are really fun.
Oh wow.
That's how I met him, not as an artist, as a composer.
Yeah. I did the music and the lyrics. We wrote probably like 4 or 5 different musicals, toured them around LA. And then even Jim, my writing partner, and I got ourselves a Hollywood agent. And we went around, but that's a whole different life.
That was.
So, but that's our new sponsor, Nosy Cake.
Nosy Cake. Cake in a can.
Yes. If anybody wants to see more, go to
YouTube it.
Clown
on
TV.
YouTube. Yeah.
So, well, thank you, everybody. This has been fun, I hope. We'll be back on the 17th, Thursday at 3 again, going through more of our desert art. I've got 3 very special guests coming up for that Thursday. Carrie Graber will be here. Danny Heller will be here. Both local artists. But they're kind of big. Danny sells in Santa Monica and a little place called New York City. And then my friend David Sipe that taught the collage class at UCR Palm Desert last year will be here to talk about the difference between New York and Palm Springs. So
there's no difference between New York and Palm Springs, Terry. What are you talking about?
No difference at all. Not at all. So, well, thank you everyone. Thank you Dan. Thank you Marconi. Thank you all the artists.